Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, there are no religion that there's no rogue leader.
Why do we have to pray for 5 minutes?
Oh
my
for like
God.
an hour.
Like, trust me, hata God anachoka. Please, hizi mambo zetu, sometimes they can be too long.
That goes to the old school buddies.
Like, have you been to like an occasion and then our African parents, they are praying for like 5 minutes. You guys are like,
they're praying for food.
Like,
Oh my
when you
God.
want to eat,
Yeah,
and
mostly it happens when you
and
want
you're
to eat.
starving, and they come, they are like, Father Lord, this I don't like.
Bless
people
our
who go-
family.
and then and then
They're
they
going to extended
no, and
families.
then there's this famous prayer. And this, I know they came here by car. Please bless this car, because I know it was made by hands of
the
men.
driver.
Guy, please.
And it was just for food.
You're talking
One-
about 5 churches in Nigeria. Churches are built on top of each other.
What?
First floor, redeem. Second floor, this.
How?
Third floor, that. I'm telling you.
What?
I'm telling you, this thing is legit. Look into it. I'm not lying to you. In a street, you can find 4 or 5 churches. You see, and in the Bible, God said you should forgive what?
70. But then people take
Our
advantage of that.
enemies. Now
It's not even that. No.
you are preaching
Wait, in
forgiveness.
the Bible it
You are
says 70
sweet.
times what? 7.
Yeah.
70 times 7.
Even though Jesus said when you are being
77 times
slapped,
7 or 70 times 7.
Hi guys, welcome to 360 Vibes podcast. My name is Voy, aka the Queen Mother of the 360 Vibes, and on my right is
I'm your favorite host. My name is Robin, aka Rude Boy, and on my other right is
Hey, lovelies. Hey, y'all. How are you? My name is Elsa. And welcome to 360 Vibes, guys. And I hope you guys are subscribing, you're following our socials, you're sharing, guys. And continue watching our amazing episodes. So, yeah.
Today we have an interesting topic for you guys.
But before we get to the topic, how have you been, Robin? I've not seen you in 6 days. Karibu ni kumiss.
Yeah, I've missed you guys also. But
Aw.
it's all up and down for me. Beginning of the month was good, but I mean the week was good. But back of the week was not so good. But yesterday was a good day. Yeah, but we are here now. Today also looked like a beautiful day.
You don't notice another beauty there with a different kind of hairstyle? Like,
I'm waiting for the compliments. Hey,
Like-
jamani, nimengoja.
last week she was a blonde, today she's
I'm a
a
pinky.
pink lady.
I'm
Yeah.
a pinky girly.
Yeah.
I prefer the blonde one than
Oh
the pink.
God,
We've-
man, they are never satisfied,
I
but
know.
it's okay.
It's okay. I'm just stating what I preferred.
Oh,
Do you want
really
me to
now?
compliment her? I know I want to compliment her. She looks beautiful.
Why are you stingy? Stop
I'm
being
not
stingy of the
stingy.
compliments, man.
I'm not stingy.
Give it to me.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
I
give
prefer
it to
the-
you.
Give it to me.
In what way?
Hey, guys, come on.
Give it
what
to
way?
me.
In what way? Today we have an interesting topic, huh?
No,
About
why
We
you
haven't-
rushing
why-
to the
why
topic?
do I-
I'm not.
You don't
rushing.
even ask me how my week was. Like, oh my
You don't
God.
even know.
Like,
In your face, you look beautiful. I think you have a great week.
This one is
Okay,
not a
let me ask
gentleman.
you,
On a
how was
serious
your
note.
my week.
Mm,
I've had a very long week.
mm.
But thank you for noticing I'm very
Long
beautiful.
week.
It's,
Can you
it's
tell
a
us about
weakness
it?
of mine. But anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you, how was your week?
Finally, you're being. Now you're pulling up your socks. Anyway, my week has been ish.
Mm.
Has been like this, yeah. Has been ish.
What do you mean?
Partly
ish-ish?
good. Most of it's not good, bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're still moving.
And it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Today I was in the church mood. I was really happy today
Mm.
because I pray before I leave the house after my brief. Actually, I pray every
You
morning.
pray?
Yeah. Did I look like somebody who doesn't pray?
When people who don't pray look like how?
I don't know. Explain.
Exactly.
When I said I prayed, I said.
You're like, oh,
"Do I
you
pray?"
pray.
It's because this one normally portrays a certain not character, a certain personality.
Like what?
Like you give savage mode, savage. Like I don't know, your personality just gives
So,
I'm
don't
a
care
bad
vibes.
boy.
Yeah, bad boy vibes. So
I'm
yeah.
not a bad boy. I've never claimed to be one. I said I'm a rude
Robin.
boy.
Oh my
Rude
god.
boy. Rude boy. Does rude boy mean a bad boy?
Okay. Shower, rude boy.
Why are you lying?
Lying. When have I said I'm a bad boy?
It's okay, Robin.
It's okay.
Sawa. You claimed you're a rude boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Big and soft,
Sawa.
playboy, rude boy.
Nowadays,
you know?
by the way, when you're not a soft boy anymore.
No, soft boy era is over.
Who broke you then?
Nobody broke.
It's okay.
It's my mood that change every time. But I'm in a rude boy era and it's sunny these days, so rude boy era.
Yeah. What's with the weather?
The weather is
Yeah.
good.
The sun is shining.
You prefer the sun?
Yeah, I prefer hot weather than cold.
Cold.
Weather. Yeah.
But you know when you're
Tutatembea
cold,
uchi.
kuna mtu wa kukupea joto, you know? You're cuddling body.
Yeah,
yeah,
if
so-
you have somebody to cuddle with, why not?
He wants to show the muscles. You don't know.
Who wants to show the muscle?
You!
Of
I'm
course.
not at the
Look at the previous episode.
I'm not at the beach. The other previous
Not
episode,
really.
I'm not showing any muscle. I'm just wearing what is comfy for me.
No, it's because you're saying you enjoy the sun, so it means you want to show us the.
Yeah, I can sit down here topless. I'm a dude. I just want to show off.
I don't know the point, but it's okay.
I just want to show off.
It's okay, Robin.
Forget
we
about
appreciate your
it.
muscles.
and the abs, by the way. But then you've never told people you have abs.
Why should I say that?
Oh, we are the ones who are supposed to market him.
No, I don't want to socialize
And
myself. No, I don't want to.
See the way you're blushing. See,
I'm blushing now.
see where this guy is blushing.
When down,
Ladies out there,
Yeah.
FYI, this guy has abs, has a muscles.
How do you know?
How do you know?
You don't wanna
'Cause
know.
me, I don't know.
You don't know he has abs. No, you've ever seen Robin changing?
Well, who? I
There's a
don't
day-
know what you're
Oh,
talking
I knew-
about.
There's a day
Now-
he came with teeth,
now-
and the other day we were.
Now I know when she saw it when we were on shoot or studio shoot. Or,
Yeah.
So that's why
When
you
we went
ladies
for the
are
photo
coming to the
shoots.
gents.
Not really. It's because I was in a rush.
I was not the only one.
I
there.
wanted to change, and you guys were not finishing. So
Two
when
of
I
you
came
girls.
in,
Two of you.
hang on, just hang on. I want to give the guys a tea, but it's okay. Just give them.
No, continue. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Anyway,
Hey, you like being complimented. You're
I
like,
know.
but then who doesn't like compliments? But it's okay.
I do. I'm not saying I like.
Who doesn't like compliments?
So there are people who don't.
Who?
I don't know.
By the way,
I'm
you're
not
blushing is giving.
I'm not blushing. I'm just smiling. Yep. But today, about today's topic, let's get back to the main reason.
Yeah.
We are talking about this pastors we are seeing on social media. These ones that they don't look like it's God that called them, or are they the one who call themselves? Let's be realistic. There are things we have seen on social
Okay,
media.
wait. I feel like, yes, you can get a calling, but later when you go on in the years, you start noticing these behaviors going on. Then you're like, oh, maybe that is why I'm not fitting in as a, in quotes, pastor. That leads them to the change. I don't know.
Yeah, because what I see as a spiritual leader in general, like a pastor, is somebody that we look up to. But there are some characters now that I'm seeing that is very alarming.
What?
Like,
Real?
yeah, for example, we know, like the one that happened in Mombasa. It's a tragic scene.
That one, yeah.
It's a tragic
The
scene.
Shakahola.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
So, because let's be honest here, I don't think it's education that helps people, because in that Shakahola situation we are talking about, we have people who are educated who are also who buy into the idea. What makes people buy into such idea? I can't compliment till now.
I think one of the things is, you see the way like pastors hire people to fake a miracle and all that stuff. So they're like, oh yeah, this can
Let's say
happen to me.
allegedly.
Why not? Huh?
Because we haven't seen them paying.
Yeah, but
So-
we know it happens.
Yeah, but I haven't
But
seen
yeah,
one.
okay, allegedly, yeah.
Yeah, let's just use
But
that
I would say people are normally brainwashed. It's not their normal self. They're normally brainwashed, and then it comes in a very tricky way. You know, it's like they have said brainwashed.
Like, for example, now, we are talking about brainwash. Those people who are being told to starve to death, how can you be brainwashed to starve to death?
I feel
Because
like-
I can't figure that out, actually.
I also think desperation to, when you're so desperate to get something, so your only thing to go to is this spiritual stuff. So you feel like, okay, maybe this might work. But see what I say? I'm just stating things from a...
Yeah, like, for example, now, I won't lie. I'm raised in a very religious home. We are taught to be respectful of any religion, leader, stuff like that. but I'm also raised to think for myself.
Yes.
Because if you are going in the wrong direction, if you do anything the Bible doesn't say, to me, it's like you're trying to play outsmart me or something, or you're playing tricks on me. You understand? Like,
No,
okay,
no.
where in the Bible were we told to when the world is going to end, we should starve ourselves to death?
Okay, you stated the Bible. I also feel like people give. First of all, I do believe in following the Bible and all that. I feel like people give too much credit for the Bible, cause let's say you're going through a situation, then the pastor can quote like, for example, you should not get divorced because God doesn't believe in divorce. But should I stay in a marriage because I'm being abused? Because the Bible says so. So that is why I'm saying the Bible.
You see, that comes to the interpreter also now. Any time you see people trying to justify themselves with the Bible, with the sweetest part that justify their attitude, you see where they are coming from. Like a guy now who wants to marry many wives and tell you about a prophet that have many wives. You see, it's just it doesn't talk about where the Bible says a man and woman will become one. You understand? Like, it doesn't say you should marry more. You understand? But there are some religions who also appreciate polygamy. You understand? Me, I'm not against polygamy. I'm not against anything.
Oh, we know
But
that.
I'm just what I'm just talking against is adulteration that these pastors are doing.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
They are adulterizing people.
Come
You'll
slowly. Come slowly.
You'll find the pastors out here, the ones who are like leading these candles out here, and they're the ones who are telling you,
Yeah,
don't do this, don't do that.
even though it's not that I'm saying, they are, people now don't worship God anymore. They worship their pastors.
Robin, before you
Some
continue,
of them,
before you continue, it's called adulting.
yeah. Okay, whatever. It's just the
This is
pronunciation.
funny. Eh?
Let me tell you, it's the pronunciation that difference, but you know what I'm trying
What did
to
you say again?
Adulteralization. They are adulteralizing people.
Adultery.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like they are turning themselves into God or some image. Like there are people who say they hear straight from God.
Oh, idolatry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they say they hear straight from God. They said God told me to tell you guys to shave off your head and stuff like that. Understand what I'm trying to come from? Like you just don't know. Like there's another scenario I saw on social media. A pastor is shaving the female Congress pubic hair in Ghana or somewhere like that.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, you see.
That's crazy.
You see now, that's what really get me crazy. Like
what leads you to actually believe?
Yeah, that's what
The one
kind of
who was
stuff.
sucking some other lady's tears.
Yeah, like there's another one who says she can anybody that has infertility, if they have sex with her,
To go through that person.
yeah, she will have babies.
That's just taking advantage of the
I
congregation.
know.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Do you think the congregation lets themselves be taken advantage of?
Woman being as cheap? I'm not saying cheap.
I get
like
it.
Cheap.
Yeah.
Like the animal. Woman being as cheap. There are people who like to be led. They don't care who is leading the boats. You understand? And sometimes people call some churches church. They are caught. To me, they are caught because anytime you have to defend your spiritual leader or your political leader, now you are becoming a cult. Because what's the definition of cult? A cult is when there's a leader, is the one who makes the decision, is the one who hears everything, it can be corrected, you understand? It's like an autocracy, like a dictatorship. You understand? That's what I see as a cult, because their church now, to me, they are cults. Their political movement will look like a cult. You understand? That's what I'm trying to explain, because if you look at these pastors,
Like worshiping someone. Like worshiping someone, right?
Yeah, the one those ones we are talking about now.
Yeah.
I think they are being idolized.
Yeah.
If you look at it in a very
Realistic way,
because in most scenarios you see these people as spiritual leaders. They should be an example. But if you even though goes to this congress and tell them your pastor is doing this and that, but they believed in this person so much that even though they are fearful of talking about them in a bad way, so that I can't accept. That's why sometimes I go to churches like the bigger church, like an Anglican or Catholic or something, But there are sometimes also we misjudge some churches, which are good. I know I attended church sometimes back. You understand? People said, that church they are practicing witchery and stuff like that. When I go to the church, there's nothing like that.
Assumptions.
Yeah, it's just an assumption. So what do you guys think about that?
But nowadays, churches for nowadays, man, sorry to say this, but they're not to be trusted, most of them, not even the churches, the leaders, because you find that apart from now taking advantage of the congregation, you find that there are some churches that people go to church to flex,
Oh.
And like the bishop or the pastor is being bought cars and stuff and houses, and you're like, excuse me?
That's why I'm saying I think it's cult. These days, if you are a viewer or somebody who is a believer, what I will advise you is to look at what the Bible says sometimes. Like, let me give an example now. The Bible also, we can't say everything. We can say people write what suits them about it, because in the Bible, it preach against a lot of things. When some people who are against some certain thing, they come up with you that said, in the Bible, like the way I give an example earlier, they said Solomon have a lot of wives. Now they won't talk about the people who have lesser wife. In the Bible, some people will tell you this person was stubborn, that's why I'm stubborn, like Moses. But they are all just lying. We know about the story of David, the way he killed Goliath and the way he took people's wife also.
Speaking of the Bible, have you ever guys not sat down and be like, the Bible was also written by people like you, so maybe they were also exaggerating these stories? Like, have you ever not questioned the Bible?
To me, because I'm raised in a very religious home.
No. You can be raised in a very religious home, but still you're like, Like, who was that guy that was swallowed by
Jonah?
Yeah, Jonah. Like, how do you...
But in this real life we are now, people are being swallowed by fish, like whales, and being vomited back. It was not talk about like it's for days or 20 days, but there are stories I can tell you vividly. If you Google it now, there are people who have been swallowed by a whale and been returned back. So there might be some realistic situation to it, because if you look at the Bible historically, they talk about Egypt. Egypt is still in existence today. Damascus was discovered there. Was discussed over there. So there are some things that look real there. The Red Sea is real.
But you all know that religion is a very sensitive topic.
Yes.
Very sensitive,
to
guys.
me,
right?
it's very sensitive also.
Like, generally, to everyone. To everyone. Because I might be saying something and it's offensive.
No, you can't say to everyone. I might
to
be
everyone.
an atheist.
No.
But
it's still religion.
Triggers you. Because you're like, you're an atheist, but you don't believe in
religion.
Exactly.
So religion is a very sensitive one, like generally to all of us. So you can't be like, you can't prompt someone or not to believe in,
Yes,
that one you can't.
It's true. And if you look at it, if you are talking about religion, there's a religion we have here in Africa before we accepted Islam and Christianity. You understand?
And when colonization came, right?
And
they came with Christianity, right?
Yeah.
In every religion, I take pastors as like individuals also. In every religion, when you are a bad person, you bring your character into your religion. Because if you look at these pastors we are talking about, like, okay, which pastor do you know that in your mind, deep down, is not legit? Do you have anyone in mind?
So many, but I can't mention
names. The one that's not legit. That cost one. That cost one is not legit.
Even the one that was fingering someone on TikTok.
Not sure his name. It's not like you're lying.
I don't remember their names.
About the guy who is fingering someone on TikTok.
This one from Coast is called.
Is it the same one that was?
No.
There was this one. No, I don't want to mention names.
Shomole Church or whatever.
This guy is called
Shakahola. Shakahola. Yeah.
Was the Mombasa
He's
one?
called
Is that
Pastor?
one? Yeah, that one.
And the other one she's talking about is the one who is fingering somebody on
that one is Pastor Kanyari.
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 Oh my, yes. You haven't seen the I can show you right now on my phone.
Goes to his congress.
And he has a very big congregation.
Do you blame the congregation or do you blame the pastor?
The congregation.
For me, if you believe in something, I don't blame the person you're believing in.
No.
It's for you to think for yourself.
This guy,
No.
he's got
Okay, you can think for yourself, which leads you to believe in someone like that.
The one focused.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Pastor Mackenzie.
why are you even listening to someone like that? Okay, you're desperate, fine. And everything,
Brainwashed,
but
babe.
no, but still.
And let's be realistic. The saddest story is the people who died.
And then because there are people who haven't gotten exposure.
Yeah, I
No,
to
no,
them.
like the people who-
What I'm saying, do you know there was someone who came from the UK to this congregation, and was also
Which one?
The
show-
Shakahola one?
Yeah, the one.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
I didn't hear
somebody.
about that.
It's not about education. I've seen a professor in University of Nairobi in a church that I never expected I'll find him. I don't want to mention the church. It's
Oh
very
my
known.
God.
And this man is a PhD holder. He's a doctor
Like, that shows you can be educated but
and
still not.
being played with.
Religion is something else, though.
Yeah.
Like literally, you see, even these pastors. What people don't get right is that the pastors makes mistakes too. The pastors have flaws too, you know.
And the pastors don't believe they make mistakes.
And they're
Because
not
they're the
saying-
ones who are going to tell you, don't drink, don't commit adultery. And they're the ones doing the most.
That's why I'm
They're the ones who
talking
are taking
about.
alcoholic wine.
That's why I'm talking about this women being as cheap.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
what happened with that guy in Mombasa, it has happened in Uganda before. That somebody prophesied that
Yeah,
the end of the world is coming.
Yeah, and then they went, yeah, okay. I remember that
And you
story.
see, even though there are people who prophesied that 2000 in the year on the century the world will be over. Now we are at 2024. So if somebody comes to you and tell you the end of the world is near, I don't.
We are used to
The Bible
that.
says that, but think for yourself.
Yeah.
You understand? Like I'm a Christian now. I believe in the Christianity faith. Even though I respect the people who are atheists, Islamic,
Yeah.
Hindus. I respect everyone's
yeah.
views of worship because
Yeah.
if you look at all this religion, they are in one way entwined. Like let me give you an example now. In Norway, the way they have their gods is similar to other religion in Nigeria, like in Yoruba tribe. Like, let me give you an example. They have in Norway they have Thor, son of God. In Yoruba they have Shango, son of thunder. Both of them, if you look at the Thor's armor and the Shango's stuff that he used to make thunder, it's very similar. So sometimes these religions are very similar, but it's just, even though if you look at the traditional way, they are con men in
I get
every
what you're
religion.
saying.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see, that's what I'm trying to say. Although we are talking about pastors, but in every religion, they are con men.
They'll wiggle themselves to find a way to.
To
Yeah.
misinterpret things.
Yeah.
You know, people knows that people can be played with.
But
Yeah.
you know, at times people do what people want to hear. Like they tell you what you want to hear, and you know.
Like
Yeah.
what
And
she
they
was
know
saying
that.
earlier, what you were saying earlier, now she's going back to that point. Like people can be called and start giving their own messages
Yes.
because when they give the legit messages, people don't believe them.
You'll have
so
no followers.
Or
and
they'll
stuff.
exactly. They don't have enough followers.
So they
Yeah.
want followers, you know. They want congregation.
yeah, because if you look at it in a way, all these crazy pastors we are talking about now, because me I call them crazy, because the behavior they have in is lunatic. For you to think you can tell someone something that is not very legit, and they will believe. I give them credit to that extent. They are evilly genius.
Yeah. In a way, yeah.
Yeah, if you look at it, they are
Yeah.
evilly
Are
genius
they?
because you see some people who are very intelligent
Yeah.
are falling for the same trap.
Yeah.
Are they intelligent or they're telling people same thing I said? They're
Maybe
telling
they
people
are-
what they
okay.
want to hear.
They're just okay. They're telling people what they want to hear, but they're just using that information against you.
They're using IQ properly.
Yeah.
The IQ properly.
Is it IQ or being manipulated?
I don't know. You guys are the ones who have said they're intelligent.
Okay, now we have talked about there's millions of them. Let's be realistic. We talk about one in Ghana. We talk about the one in Mombasa. We talk about the one fingering on
Hey.
On
on
live.
TikTok.
Literally, even
Which-
the lady talks.
Which
by the
o-
way.
yeah, which other ones do you guys or you don't know other ones?
You know, when you were talking about human beings being cheap, there was this story going on. I don't remember the name of her pastor. Pretty Vichy, when she met this guy. This pastor was arguing with her.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Remember that story? This pastor was talking bad about her, body shaming her and everything. Like, you actually sit down and start body shaming another human being. And then this chick meets up with the pastor.
Decides to go and confront him.
Let me tell you.
church.
Alafu, no, this chick anabaiwa chipo na sausage and a trip to coast. All of a sudden, no, I don't think he's a bad man. Like, how
He's a man
cheap
of
can
God.
you be?
You know, he's my
Like,
destiny. Destiny what?
what? Imagine being bought with fries and
Which
a
pastor
Wait,
is
she was
talking
bought with
about
fries.
now?
it was chips and
Literally.
fries and sausage.
Literally.
Yeah. And
You-
all like people are like saying no, like
And
you
then
can't
us
talk
ladies, we
about
supported her, but honestly,
exactly.
that's not.
All of a sudden she's like anyway.
But then people were supporting her in a real, like, in huge numbers, right? And all of a sudden,
Which lady are you guys talking about?
I just mentioned her.
What's her name? Come again.
Pretty Vichy.
Pretty Vichy.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know her.
You don't
you do.
I think
She's
when
been
you see her
trending.
you'll know her.
He's been
Yeah.
trending the whole of this.
But yeah, imagine someone body shaming you and everything. And then
Oh, yeah. The one,
Exactly.
And then he was
the,
literally laughing.
Yeah.
the former girlfriend for
that's what it's that one.
Simple Boy or what
Yeah,
they call him.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the guy was even laughing on that interview. It was very funny for him.
Imagine.
It was super funny for him. The guy was dying out of laughter.
So when you said human beings are cheap, yeah,
But human beings are cheap.
they are cheap. Trust me.
All of us or human beings. Okay, you know, even you are a human being.
Yeah.
Are you cheap?
And let me tell you,
That's a question I'll ask Robin. Actually, not you. Are you cheap?
me cheap. In what way?
You're the one who said human beings are cheap.
Cheap, like the people. I'm not saying cheap, like cheap flock. I'm not a cheap. I think for myself.
But you know, I feel like you've used the wrong word in the
No,
right.
no,
No.
I feel
Even
like-
though in the Bible it's used, people are being followed by a shepherd. What does a shepherd? Even though the pastor is a shepherd, the Congress are sheeps. But me, I'm not a sheep who doesn't think for myself.
No. We're talking about cheap. Like you're cheap. You can be bought for a certain amount.
Literally,
Not like bought, but there's a certain amount you can be given.
like
And you'll
Judas.
be like,
I'm
okay,
not-
so
Like Judas Iscariot.
I'm not.
yes,
I'm not
something
cheap.
of a Judas. Yeah.
I'm not cheap. Let's be realistic here. I'm not cheap. Because even though if you are going to buy me going to take an FT fine.
Exactly.
Can
It doesn't mean like you're cheap for like a certain amount,
yeah.
but you are like.
But you know, people
if
will-
someone gives you a certain amount, you'll be like, okay, fine.
And there's another pastor
People
that,
might get us wrong, so that's
the-
why I asked you.
Ah.
do you guys
Ilikuja na meli.
Ilikuja na meli, jamani.
do you guys hear about the pastor that was selling waters to to Nigerians?
Selling water.
In Nigeria, you have these people too, yeah?
Water.
Yeah. There's an influencer who call him out. We call the guy very dark man about a pastor who is selling his holy waters to
Holy
people.
water or holy water.
Yeah, he said the water will perform miracles, stuff like that.
God.
So the guy took it to the like the people who are in charge of food and safety for food and consumption. So this pastor was so pissed off that he sued this guy for ₦1 billion.
Why?
But because he's thinking the guy is misleading his Congress, because the guy told them the pastor can't prove that the water does all that he said.
Yeah.
You understand? Now the pastor was so pissed off that he sued him. You see, and in the Bible, God said you should forgive what?
70. But then people take
Our
advantage of that.
enemies. Now
It's not even that. No.
you are preaching
Wait, in
forgiveness.
the Bible it
You are
says 70
sweet.
times what? 7.
Yeah.
70 times 7.
Even though Jesus said when you are being
77 times
slapped,
7 or 70 times 7.
Either or. Okay.
even though Jesus said when you are being slapped, you should turn your left ear. But me, I'm a good Christian, not to that level.
Okay, yeah.
Wallahi, I'm not to that level. Because
Ati,
if you slap me, before you look the
I'll
side,
slap back.
I'm giving you a backhand. I'm not even a slapping you in front.
Yeah,
I'm giving you-
This one for.
I know, even that is what I was thinking.
Yeah. So this
Literally,
pastor,
huh?
literally, this pastor sued this guy for $1 billion. So the guy and the pastor were going back and front. So when it becomes the case gets to court, when the guy lawyer shows up, the guy who was being sued showed up. Can you imagine the pastor's lawyer never showed up? Anybody never showed up because he knew he was going to lose the case. Because Yeah,
How do
I
you do
know.
that?
I believe.
Why?
Let me tell you, I believe in miracle. But now, when you are selling miracle, I have some skepticism about it because now I think you are doing it because of the profits.
So even the oil, it's called the something oil.
The anointing oil.
The
huh?
anointing oil.
Yeah.
Is it legit?
If what I think is the reason behind why you are being given. If somebody prayed to an anointing oil to you and say use it, after it goes well, appreciate God. I can believe that more than somebody telling me this anointing oil is 500 shillings. When you
use it and then this and
now
this is
you're
gonna
selling
happen.
stuff to me.
But then again, I feel like if I personally want something like water, something tangible, to use when I want to pray, I would just go to God sincerely and pray and take probably water or the olive oil or the oil. I pray for it, literally, sincerely. I pray for it and then I use it as my own anointing oil.
I understand that. Like me, let me be honest.
I don't trust,
I don't trust them much, but I know there are people who are legit. You understand? But the thing I trust more is me praying. There are people who believe in fasting.
But as you're also doing all this, your actions are also going to help. Like, that reminds me of when back in, I don't know if you guys used to do this, back in school, you see when like you're doing like an exam and then down there you write, please God, give me a 90% and all this, but your actions are not working towards that 90%, like if you're not studying.
So in school,
and praying.
in Kenya, in school, you guys do that?
Did you guys do that?
Back in primary school.
What? Yeah, you write down there, please God, give me a 90%, I promise.
I will work hard.
No, we used to write and then you get a 60, you're like, you see, but your actions are not matching with what you're praying.
God do miracle when there's hard work. He doesn't do miracle like a lazy man now wants to be rich. He doesn't want to do anything. Maybe I'm not much of into those social media influences, but I appreciate their effort. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can say some people you can think their content are foolish or something, but they have their audience. At least that's a work. But you now saying you want to cross Mombasa Road and you said your name is God is protecting me, and you are closing your eyes to cross Mombasa
I think that's
Road,
why
and a car kills you. You understand? And you said God is not wanting miracles.
Like the way people normally fast.
The
way people normally fast. That's working hard, because you're literally
starving yourself.
Starving yourself to get what you.
That's what I believe. But there are people who want to believe in something. They want to believe in miracle. Those are the people who are being led astray. Like all these people in these churches, if you speak to them, you see that they are mostly good people. People with good sense, something like that. But that one thing is missing. That they could believe somebody so sheeply that they just believe that this person is close to God.
Leave alone those dramas and the water and stuff and materials and how do you even give someone permission to lay hands on you? No, meaning even laying hands on me, but I have trust issues. I have trust issues with these pastors because you never know. Someone might be transferring his demons to you or laying his hands on you,
True.
So you believe in spirituality?
Yeah, I personally. I praying for myself. When I need something like from God, seriously, I just fast. I just go fast for like 3 days or a week.
Plus, if you've worked hard for it and you've fasted, why won't God answer you? And if He doesn't, it's not your time yet. Trust.
So let me ask a question here. How many of us go to church on Sunday?
Okay, I do.
Okay.
When was the last time? No, when was the last time you went to church? Is the right question.
Me. When was?
That's the question you're supposed to
ask everyone. So me, I won't lie. I believe God says in the Bible that when 2 or 3 are gathered, He's there.
Why? Okay, God said okay, but when was the last time you went to church? I'm not judging.
It's been a while. I won't lie, but I pray a lot. Like I pray. And I fast each time every week. Like now, I do
nice.
Hey, soft boy.
I do that.
Regardless, being a soft boy and a bad boy. So, oh my God.
That's why I'm saying you don't know what people do. Like when you are in examination mall, in the examination hall, you are writing exam. You can see some of your friends, you believe they don't read. but they have done their hard work.
They will
somewhere.
surprise
Walai, guys.
Yeah, you
These
see,
ones were like, Ata Miss
so
Jasoma.
And
Hey.
they never used to listen to
Yeah.
church people in
So
school.
it happens also in religion. You see some people, they are always messing around, but when it comes to God, they don't play with God. You understand? But also, I'm not easy to be fooled. Because I believe in God now, you won't come to me and say, you know, I can turn this cap into blue. I know God doesn't want that way. God work in bleeding miracles, but not in such way. God doesn't have anything to prove to
Using
anyone.
it as magic and stuff.
Yeah, you understand? So that's what I'm saying. That's why people get easily fooled.
Manipulated.
Yeah, because me, I believe those people can talk about them being taken advantage financially. What I hate is being adulterated into a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can see in most cases it's cultism. The way we are talking about this Mombasa pastor, there are millions of people who still believe him, including
Imagine.
politicians.
And they've seen the effects people have passed on, their health has nini, but they'll still believe in him.
Yeah.
That's a cult.
That's being foolish at times. Let me just call it foolish. You want to kill yourself because of someone? Nah, pana.
But they won't listen.
Yeah,
They
won't
just don't listen. And you can even show them the effects it's giving on their family, their friends, but they're like, no.
You know, it's
So-
a good
believe in
one.
this.
So,
person.
you guys, do you have any way we can advise people who are into that, like, to bring them back?
Oh.
Pray for yourself, boo. Pray for yourself.
What do you think?
Because honestly, if you tell this person, they'll think you don't want
You know the
Them to
problem we
succeed
have.
or to
the,
get what
the,
they
the
were
problem I
praying
think
for.
we have with people like that is we don't have to take them like it's a must. You have to. You don't see this person is stupid. Or no. You take them easy, pole. You let them see reasons. You give them reasons.
trust me, you will give them evidence, but they'll still not listen.
But gradually, you can gain them back. You won't be able to save everyone. But my
at least you
advice
save
to
one
people, if
person.
you want to save any family member or anyone you believe has such thing, it's not to tell them that you are stupid.
Yeah.
Just tell them, I understand
Go
why you
easy.
believe this and this, but
But
do you know in the Bible says this and that? Go and make your own research. Read for yourself. Because I know those pastors tell their congress, when you read, there's a lot of demon, there's this, they have really worked there. They have done their hard work by brainwashing them. So for you to unbrainwash them, you have to take them slowly.
Yeah.
That's how cults work.
But I personally am not that patient. I don't think
no, it's
I
not
would.
even about patience. I just feel like still about patience. I just feel like I'd be tired of telling this person over and over and over again.
Me, I won't mind. Like the way I was raised till this day. Till this day, I still pray to everything I eat, even though I'm the one who cook it, because I believe the energy you put into anything you're putting into your body reciprocates. That's why I told you guys earlier in some episode that I'm not a sad person, honestly. Even though I meet somebody, I don't like them physically. I get to know them before I make my decision. So that's why I believe in praying to eat to food before eating it. Even though if I'm not closing my eye, I just say, God, Father, Lord, bless this food, this, that.
Amen.
You understand?
And please, one thing. Why do we have to pray for 5 minutes?
I pray
my
for like
God.
an hour.
Like, trust me, hata God anachoka, please. Hizi mambo zetu, sometimes they can be too long.
That goes to the old school buddies.
Like, have you been to like an occasion and then our African parents, they are praying for like 5 minutes. You guys are
They're
like,
praying for food.
Like
Oh my
when you want
God.
to eat,
yeah,
and
mostly it happens when you
and
want to
you're
eat.
starving, and they come, they're like, Father, Lord, this I don't like.
Bless
people
our
who go
family.
and then and then
They're
they
going
start,
to extended
no, and
families.
then there's this famous prayer. And this, I know they came here by car. Please bless this car, because I know it was made by hands of
the
men.
driver.
Guy, please.
And it was just for food.
Yeah, I understand. Me, when you keep on praying that long, I'll start eating. Because God is not that tough. I'm telling you.
Like, oh my
God is
God.
not
He will
that tough.
forgive you.
Let me tell you, if you pray and something bad still happen to you, it's your time. But if you pray and God save you, it's not yet your time. Because I believe in individuality. Like when we pray to God, sometimes I believe in individuality. I believe in group work also. Right? I believe in individuality. what I believe is every man's faith, which is his or our God, is with them and their personal. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because in this life, if you look at it, this religion we are talking about was started somewhere.
Yeah.
And if you look at every religion, they have similar views.
Speaking of religion and all that, so, you know, like as Africans, we used to have our own beliefs. She mentioned it by the way, like when colonization came, it came with religion. Like, do you think if we were never colonized, our religion itself will not like have existed? Because we used to have our own beliefs and stuff. So when they colonized us, it came with their belief.
What I see from that perspective is that it will happen. Because even though if we are not colonized, we will still interfere with each other.
Yeah.
So there are people who will be admired by such religion and see ours as primitive. That's why I don't bash anyone who still believe in the old ways.
Okay.
You understand where I'm coming from? Because if it works for my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my ancestors, before their time, and they never believe in Jesus or anyone else, so it can work for them also.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I was talking about religion because the way I was raised. If I was raised as an atheist, maybe I will change my mind later. But I will believe in those ways that there's nothing superior. I'm just, it's an evolution from science. You understand? So what I just advise people, when you are believing, believe with an open eye. Open your eye, because everyone
Karada.
Real. Yeah.
Karada.
Because everyone can be easily manipulated,
That's
including me.
Yeah.
There are things that I'm waking up to. So anyone being under that cultism, I'm not bashing you, but for you to, for clarification, just ask people. Ask people how they feel about your Congress. So if everyone is talking about it that is bad, see reasons for yourself and say, why is everybody saying that?
And to see again, let me be a Catholic girl. You see, like for me, there's a favorite verse I normally use on a daily basis. So it's Job 5:18. It says, he bandages the wounds he makes, his hand hurts you and his hands heals you. And time after time, he'll save you from harm. No, I'm serious. So
I'm also serious.
why can't you like read such verses and believe and you'll be okay? You see, where would you go to someone? Someone will give you someone taking advantage of you, and guys, you taking advantage of your finances.
Yeah.
That's not making sense at all.
Like you see now, that's what we are all talking about. Look at even the Charles Manson. Have you guys about Charles Manson?
No.
It happens in the United States. He has a followers, and it tells his followers to go kill people.
Oh wow!
And that's religion.
No, it's not. It's not a religion. It's acting like all these guys who believe in no homes, nothing. I forgot what they call them in Europe and America. They have been called hippies. He makes sure he meets some hippies and lie to them and tell them to go commit some atrocity. Scattered.
What's that?
Yeah, you guys will make your research. He said that you should go and commit scattered, and they went and killed people. Even though there was a famous actor during that time, I think it was in the 80s or early 90s, that she was killed just because somebody told people to go do this.
Do that.
I see that in horror movies most of the
This
time.
one is real life, for real.
Wait,
But for
what?
you to do that and you actually believe in the word of God, which says don't commit murder, like,
That's psycho.
don't you think it's contradicting what you
that's
believe
what I'm
in?
saying.
Like,
do you know how many people they have said they are the second coming of Jesus?
Oh, so many.
Oh my God.
Like the Ugandan one you are saying.
Yeah,
all is
they
this.
said
Oh.
they are the second coming of Jesus.
Yeah.
There are people in this Kenya who believe Jesus is still coming to Kenya.
I feel like is it the way we normally say the siku ya mwisho initangwa aje na kizungu? Sijui siku yenye kutalia zile vitu.
Tarumbeta.
Yeah. I feel like
the
day is when
Yeah.
you die. You see, when you die is when it happens. The last day,
Like what are you trying to say?
Like the last day in on earth. Yeah. the
Like
last
the
day
way
on
they
earth.
normally say on Revelation, right?
Yeah.
Like
I feel like-
everybody will ascend.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
exactly.
non-decent will descend.
I feel like it will
I
happen
feel
when
like
you die.
people should
It
not
happens when you
listen
die.
to all that. Just live your life.
Yeah.
If it happens, let it happen.
Well and
That's
good.
why, honestly, even though on my view on religion, that's why I believe in something. You know, every part of this human being we are, even though the people who call atheists and science, the people who believe in Scientologists, like you know about this Church of Scientologists, and the people who believe in Scientology, at least it's a belief in something. Like we have famous actors who go to Church of Scientologists. The famous one is Tom Cruise. You understand? And there are people who believe in that also.
Yeah.
We have heard about the Manson family, about some conspiracy also. You understand that people sacrifice this and that. And it's not only us black people. These white folks also believe, they are from white people who believe that their celebrity drink the blood of your young human beings or stuff
You
like
see,
that.
even
to live longer.
Hindus worship their gods, and we respect that too.
There's also this one like what scientists believe. They came from, what is that? Evolution. And then everyone is like Adam and Eve. So you're like, plus also, there's also a contradictory. In high school or in school, you're taught CRE, like, oh, man, God, whatever. And then in history, you're taught, you're taught in evolution. I also feel like that can also make someone be like, okay, which do I believe in?
Let me give you an
And
example.
that gives us clarity not to believe in anything we see or we read.
Let's give an example now. According to the Bible, in the Garden of Eden, there was Adam and Eve. There's Cain and the younger brother who was being killed. And all these things we are talking about, this Cain and stuff like that, when they were, who did they procreate with? That they are able to multiply.
Yeah.
You understand? That means there are other people or they are replicating with their siblings.
Because it's just Adam
we
and
never,
Eve. Then we're all related.
And the both
We want big
both other guys are dudes.
Oh.
No, but I think
The Bible never recorded
Adam,
they have
Eve,
it.
Cain, Abel. Where's the
Wait.
woman?
So
and
how
that?
did they multiply?
Exactly.
Did they have sex with their mom? Or they have other
hang on.
people?
What?
Didn't Abel have a wife?
Yeah.
But where did she come from?
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
No, the Bible clarified that they were being created by God.
This is
But
giving.
these other people that Cain, who is the wicked brother now, reprocreate with, we don't know.
This is giving stories among why. There's a Java.
We don't know. So that's
Yeah.
why you can see because there's a lot of loophole. And I don't like what Canon did. Canon are the people who regulate Bible, if you don't know. So I don't like the way they remove a lot of some books from the Bible because the excuse being
Apocrypha?
given is that
The books. The
Yeah.
extra books are called.
it's canon that is in the mood of regulation Bible. I don't like the way they remove some book. They say some are too poetic.
Yeah.
Some are very sexual. You know, understand?
Oh, please.
Let us read everything and
Yes, and
Make our
interpret it as
decision.
yes.
so we can know what the book of Hannah said, what the book of Sarah, all this other book you've been kicked out. You understand what I'm saying? So that nobody will go and read something and be telling me another stuff. You understand what I'm saying? That's why, and when there's interpretation in Bible or any book, people start interpreting in their own ways. We have King James. There's the real Torah. So when King James is interpreting, it'll be interpreting in a way British people will understand. When it's being interpreted into Kikuyu, Kikuyu will give it in a way Kikuyus will understand. When it's interpreted in Swahili,
True.
you understand what I'm saying? So
Sometimes the message gets home when it's not the right message.
we start having broken messages because people are interpreting things according to themselves. We can relate it to these pastors also. Some people can hear something, maybe it's demon that is talking to them. They say it's church. Just open a devil worship church. You understand what I'm saying? Because in every country, most of the countries on this earth, there's a religion of worship. There's freedom of religion. Sorry. In most of this country on this earth. I'm not saying all, most. There's religion. You can be able to say, I don't believe in anything. You can come up and say, I believe in this tree. I'm going to worship this tree. You can say you worship Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are
happens.
people. Yeah, I'm telling you.
It happens.
So that's why I'm saying we women men are sheep. When I say sheep, I'm not saying cheap like a cheap
Cheap like sheep.
Like-
Sheep.
Oh, sheep your
Yeah,
condo.
like a
Condo,
lamb.
yeah.
That is what you meant.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what it's been
earlier.
saying, sheep.
It's just the pronunciation.
Oh, I thought you were talking about cheap.
No.
Cheap.
It's
We
just
got
the,
you wrong.
yeah, it's just the pronunciation. I'm saying most human beings are like that. Me, I've been stubborn since I'm young. I'm always asking questions. I'm all those type of kids that they told their kids, don't follow that boy, it's bad. It's not because I'm bad, it's because I ask questions. You understand? So it's always like that. So these pastors also, some of them are good in the beginning. They see that people are easy to be manipulated.
And they'll take advantage of that.
So, and there are other good people also who says, till I die, I'll be on this good path and I'll end up in that good path. You understand?
But piece of advice, just do you. Do what you think is right, but don't be brainwashed by this.
Plus, you know, so
Worshippers
many
of
people
God.
are out here opening churches just to make money. Because they've
Yeah,
found...
that's a new business in
Yeah.
town, yeah?
Thank you.
New
Honestly,
business in town.
yeah.
Yeah, and it happens with mostly these Pentecostal churches.
Oh, yeah. And, wait. There's something I saw on Instagram some other day. There were these people. They went to this church because there was a complaint. People are not sleeping because the church is making literally noise. Have you gone to this? Have you gone to like these areas where there are many people? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Forget-
go on. Yeah, we get you.
So you can find like 5 churches on a row, like literally.
You're talking
One-
about 5 churches. In Nigeria, churches are built on top of each other.
What?
First floor, redeem. Second floor, this.
How?
Third floor, that. I'm telling you.
What?
I'm telling you, this thing is legit. Look into it. I'm not lying to you. In a street, you can find 4-5 churches.
So here is Sisi.
Yeah?
Better us.
Yeah. That means when you're doing that now, to me, it's competition.
But, yeah, and the noise, oh my God.
I'm telling you.
The noise alone. The way people said God called me, God doesn't call other people.
And it's like
It
it's a
kicks my ass.
competition. They normally put their speakers on,
Blast.
on blast, literally.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, even though we as people, we have to educate people. There are people who are easy. So, but that's why I'm saying, if you want to educate someone about religion, you don't just go, like somebody being adulterated into a court, you just don't go to them and say they are foolish. You are not helping their situation. Tell them you understand them first and give them your own reason.
Should
It
I
will
say
stick in time.
Should I say it's a foolish action?
No.
Don't tell
no.
directly.
We are trying to help people.
Oh, not trying to help.
Yeah, we are not trying to force them on what they believe in. What I'm just trying to say is to anybody who is in this situation, listen to what people say about your place of worship and look at it. Look at it to each other about the criticism. Is it real or is it fabricated?
Plus, the way you bring up your children or the family involved in, I also think it contributes to that.
Yeah, I do. That's why
Yeah.
I'm still a believer to this day. Because the way I was raised up. Normally, everything I did in school, my personal thoughts, I believe in seeing is believing. If you tell me this is voodoo or this happened, if I do it and it doesn't work for me, I believe it doesn't work. I told you guys I fasted and I pray every day. I believe it works for me and it does work for me. So you understand? That's why I'm still doing it. If I've done it and it has never worked for me, I would have left it alone long time ago.
But do you all think this is right? Their parents, they will make at times you as a child.
Yeah.
You see now you probably make mistake. You make a mistake at home, or you know your parents are tired of you, and then they call a pastor on you. Do you think it's right? Because it happens on a normal day. It happens.
I get what you're saying. Like,
most parents are like, "Nitakuitia pastor, akuja kuongeleshe." So, and then the pastor who is being called now is the scam himself. So he's coming to.
Wallahi, they actually do that.
Yeah, you know why they did that is because they see them as a spiritual
Take
leader.
me to a psychologist.
No, you know, in Africa, we don't have the way this developed country go to a psychologist.
Yeah, true.
We believe in prayers. We have been the one being brought for this religion. We believe in this religion than the people who brought the religion to us. So let me tell you honest truth about religion today. Religion really put fear of God in my mind. If it's not for religion, I'll be bad than what I am.
You'll be worse.
I'm appreciative of that. But I won't lie, there are ways that people...
So you're saying if it's not for religion, you'll be worse?
Yeah.
So are you blaming religion?
No, I'm
holding yourself back?
appreciating religion for keeping me
In check. So
because
yeah.
I'm somebody, if you tell me 2 + 2 is 4, I have to experience it. You know, faith gives you something that you have never met before, you have never seen before, and you believe in it. That's what faith is. I believe in God. Is there any evidence there is God? To me, there is. But to scientists, there's not. You understand
That's
what
why I
I'm
was
saying?
saying that religion is a very sensitive topic.
Yeah.
Like, sensitive.
Plus faith also matters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you think it's right for your parent to call a pastor on you?
No. I don't believe it's right.
Like, how is the pastor involved in my situation right now, surely? Okay, he'll pray for me, but I will not listen to him.
The way it's cliche, probably your daughter or son is taking weed. And your mom is like, or your dad is like, I will call the pastor on you, you know?
I feel like those days are over, honestly. Like, when you threaten me, that I'll be like, okay.
But it still happens.
Yeah, I know it still happens, but I feel like the more the generations go, the more they're like, okay, what's a pastor gonna tell me that? Just sit down this child and then just tell them this and this and this and this.
You see, you guys are saying it from a million. I mean,
Advice to
A
the
Gen
parents.
Z,
I want to say it in a millennial
Advice to
way.
the parents
No,
in
I
a
want to say
millennial.
it in a millennial way. You know, we are raised in a way that when an elder is talking or something, you have to keep quiet. You know, they know better than you. I'm not saying it's right.
Thank you.
But people who are outspoken like me back then are always seen as problem child. You know, I made a post earlier. Like, there are people who told their kids literally, don't work with that guy. That guy is weak. Because I'm just asking regular stuff. You said this thing will happen when the rains go. There's a fallacy done back from where I'm from.
What?
That a fallacy they said when it's rain and it's sun at the same time, a lion is giving birth.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that too.
You see?
I've heard of that.
But how is it proven? So whenever you start asking questions from a millennial, they see you as a problem child. They see you as... now it's normal among Gen Z and the people who agree. Maybe Gen Z parents are Generation S or something.
Yeah, true. Gen
Yeah.
X.
Even millennials, early
No.
millennials.
The millennials are, I don't know.
Yeah, there are some early
yeah.
millennials who have Gen Z kids.
Early millennials, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
See the way you're surprised.
No, yeah. Okay, if I'm a millennial now, I have a kid around, let's say 2007.
Wait,
I have friends who have kids at 2005, 7.
that's...
Gen Z
Is
was
that
at
Gen-
2012.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
See,
yeah.
you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what
that's
I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are people who are parents of Gen Z also, and some of them have Gen Alpha. So it depends on the year you have been. Because there's another one now, you know, all this thing. There's Zillennium or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The one who start from 94, I'm a 93.
97.
Yeah, they call them Zillennials or something. They don't want
Like,
to call them
you're
millennials.
you're a Gen Z, but you also feel like you're a millennial. In
But
a
then
way.
they give Gen Z vibes. At times they give millennial
Yeah,
vibes. Mostly
yeah.
those for 1997.
Yeah.
Me, I think I have both attributes, but it wasn't be able to come out because the type of people you grow up with, they see you as a problem child, you understand? So it still comes out to this. Human behavior can be predicted. That's why you see every religion, every institution, so far there's human behavior in it, they're going to pollute it. These pastors we are talking about, the Bible is so good that people can be doing prosperity stuff and other stuff without even though taking anything from people.
Yeah.
The same Bible told us that it's easy for a camel to fit in through a needle hole than a rich man to get to heaven. And these pastors are enriching themselves. So what are you trying to tell me? You understand what I'm saying?
Contradicting, yeah?
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because them will never preach that part for you. That the Bible says it's easy for a camel. You know how big a camel head is?
Yeah.
To fit through the needle,
Yeah.
than a rich man to get to heaven. Because the Bible knows that whenever money is involved in anything,
Yeah.
human being gets different. Your family can betray you
it's
because
true.
of money. So
wow.
Money
why
has
was your
done
pastor do
wonders
that?
out here.
And that is why I always say, I'd rather do business with a stranger than family.
And you'd rather be helped by a stranger.
Yeah, because your
Unlike
family
family.
will turn on you because of money. It's not that they don't care about you. Just these physical attributes. Is it? Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. And let's be realistic. That's what I'm saying. Even though the great Bob Marley says, when he was interviewed about his Rastafarian religion, they said the Rastas are the one committing crime in Jamaica, then stuff like that. Do you know what he said? He said, when somebody is bad, that's why I believe in religion. No matter the religion they practice, they will bring that behavior into that religion. So he said, if a Rasta is a thief, he has to be a thief before becoming a Rasta. So if a Christian is a thief, he can start saying he's doing it in a Christian way. What's the way to justify stealing?
Yeah.
Because you're a pastor now, you stole from your
I heard
congress. Are you
someone
not a
say-
thief?
You
I
are.
heard someone say that God normally answers each and everyone's prayer, in that a thief in the morning will be like, God, I'm going to work.
I know that one.
Help me. And then the one who's the owner of the business or something will be like, God, protect my business. You know? So,
It's also happened to people who sell coffin also.
coffee. Right? Yeah.
They
Because they
pray
want
that
business.
God
Let
do
them die
business.
now.
Now somebody will die. And
People
they
are
being-
dying every
You see
day.
what I'm saying? And people are also being given back to every day. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Religion, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, there are no religion that there's no rogue leader.
True.
There's no religion that there's no rogue
And then I
leader.
see Muslims, they're staunch in their own religion. I don't know why. Give me.
Yeah, I can.
You being a Muslim.
No, my mom is a Muslim. My mom are from a Muslim family. I have siblings who are Muslim also, although I might be practicing a different religion. What I like most about them, they have rogue Islam religion also, like people, but a Muslim will go into any mosque to pray. And we are the Christian who preach peace. You will never see an Anglican worship in a Catholic.
Yeah.
And we always preach
They're like,
peace.
you know, my church, I'm a Protestant.
Yeah.
I just do.
Why we use what does it matter? See, you're just here to pray to God. So far, they said everywhere is house of worship. Like Muslim also now, there's another good part. When they are stranded, they sleep in mosque. You can't sleep in these churches, I'm telling you.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
The famous quote from Tupac. Do you know what he said? He said, if people are really worshiping God, there's no need of goats singing in the church. Why people are starving in the street. If you believe in Christianity.
Seriously, I find Muslims so staunch. They're
No,
Muslims.
but wait.
Most
Time
of
ya
them.
Mandamano, during the Mandamano time, the churches were very supportive.
Yeah.
Even the mosque
Yeah,
and everything.
that's
they were
what I'm saying.
supportive. So, yeah, let's give them their credit.
Yeah, I like religion. I'm telling you. I just don't as the way I've said, you guys know the sheep I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be a sheep
Yeah.
strongly, and you should never be a goat for sure. Because goat is very foolish. A goat can put a mountain in the fire or something. But think for yourself. When you hear something evil about your pastor or something, make research.
Exactly.
Think about it.
Exactly.
Look at what people are saying. Is it genuine? Even though I'm saying it in a political way, if you're being adonized into something, like now you're following, you have to anytime you have to make an excuse for your leader, that's a wrong leader.
But have you guys gotten my point? I was just giving them a compliment, you know?
Yeah.
I like them.
Muslims.
I like the way
But
they
then
do it.
Muslims, you can, have you ever seen a Muslim when it reaches the time for me? I don't
Prayer.
know.
You
Yeah,
pray 5 times a day.
literally.
Wait,
and
did-
someone rushes to the mosque.
Have you ever considered transitioning to being
Islam.
a Muslim? Yeah, you.
They are being
Because the
given-
way, no,
But-
it's not a bad thing or anything. I'm just saying, like the way
But I
you're
admire
saying
it.
it, it's like you want to transition.
Not really.
Let me
But I
tell you.
admire how they worship.
What
you know?
I see is they are being villainized, like they are being told that they are not good, they are not this, because of this extremists in their religion. Also, those guys blowing off stuff and you understand what I'm saying?
No, okay, I get your point.
That's why they are being. If you look at it, it preach humbleness, caringness, sharing with your neighbor. Because I have Somali as a neighbor. When there is Ramadan, these guys bring meat for me, and I will eat.
Even during Ramadan, you called us from Mbuzi, yeah?
Yeah. I called you guys from Mbuzi. You see, they call you, they're merry with you, no strange attack. They are good Muslims. That's what I'm saying. In every religion, there are people who always go to the extreme end. And we can't say it, Muslim is a violent religion. Before we are here, there are people who are called crusaders. If you look into crusaders, they crush every people who doesn't believe in Christianity. Crusaders. They are killing people for Christianity to grow. You understand what I'm saying? So every religions have ever have their own bad, let's say, blood test. In India that we are talking about, you can't be seen being slaughtered a cow.
And there, our parents normally force us to go to church. I'm not saying I'm being forced, but
no, I get your point. Honestly, parents don't. And what I always say, I always tell my mom this, and she knows. No, don't force me to go to church. Let me go to church when I miss going to church. Like,
and when
you wake up, you're like, I miss going to church. You'll just take yourself. But when you force me, I just go. I'll grow up hating church and stuff.
I'll go start using my phone.
You'll just go like, and that's what they don't understand.
That's what's good Instagram. About this Gen Z. When we are growing up, you don't have a choice on Sunday.
You
go to church. There's no decision. You don't have a say. Even though automatically you are programmed to that way. Sunday, I'm in the church. I'm going to church. But now you see what I'm saying. Now I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I make decision for myself. But that doesn't mean I don't practice the Christian faith than the people who say who goes to church every
day.
Because these people hold grudges and I don't. You say something about me now, I tell you to your face what I feel.
Is it called hypocrisy? Hypocrisy and hypocrisy ni matatu. Yeah, ni matatu moja.
What is it?
No, hypocrisy is matatu moja. So I don't know, it's just into,
It's hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy. There's so much hypocrisy in church. And thank you for mentioning that, because I had to address this. There is so much hypocrisy in church. People are hating each other. Like, really, you're seeing this one is hating this one. This one doesn't talk to this one. The bishop's wife is not talking to this person. And you're like, the fuck is wrong with you guys? It's not right, guys. It's not right. It's not making any sense.
And, I was supporting the big church earlier. But their church is like... honestly, I love Catholic a lot. But there's a lot of bad things coming out about homosexuality, about the fathers and stuff like that.
They used to say, this is just it's just a rumor. They used to say that Catholics normally worship, now they
Holy Mary also. No, I don't, even though that is not my bad taste about Catholics, Roman Catholic, is about this child being molested, stories of kid being molested. That's what I'm talking about. Bad things about churches. If you look at documentaries, you see fathers sleeping with young boys, and you are the one that you are preaching abstinence, because when you are a father, you shouldn't have sex with any kind of woman.
Indulging in this kind of.
Even though in Uganda, before I leave, there's a pastor a father who impregnated the cook.
And they will deny the child.
There was even this confession on TikTok on Wakanyaru University. That
one,
Wakanyaru University. Have you heard of it, Robin?
No. Tell me about it. I'm interested now.
That one is nasty. This what happens there?
It's a safe place. We can talk about
it. So there was a confession in that page that a lady was saying that her friend normally sleeps with the father. And she has one too. She sleeps with the father too. And I'm like, I didn't even finish listening to the thing, but I was like, what's this? So Wakanyari University is a page on TikTok. Done by
people know about it.
People know about it. We just go and search on it.
I'll look into it.
Look into it.
That reminds me. Remember us guys when you used to go to church and then you run into like your mom's friends or your parents' friends, are like, Sasa, do you remember me? I used to carry as a child or and then you have to wait for them in the car or something for like an hour. They are catching up.
But that's just bad parents.
It's not been about a bad parent.
If your mom or dad take you to where they are enjoying, they'll waste your time.
But it's not being a bad
Vintage
parent.
buddies.
Just
I'm
that.
not saying black. I said it's
We
not
are on
black.
vintage buddies again.
No. Let me tell you. I didn't say bad parent. I said black parent.
Oh,
Yeah,
black.
African
Oh, black
parents.
parents. Yeah.
Most of
True.
African
It's so
parents.
black. Yeah.
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 Because
so what?
you-
It's so
do you know-
like I like.
let me be honest with you. Have you attended any white church before? These people don't take your time. They are there an hour. That's why I like Catholic. I'm not
There's one
saying
in
about
Lavington. I have
spirituality
been
now.
to.
Yeah.
Because
Just
some
like.
people can say Romans are the one who crucified Jesus. Why do you believe in them or stuff like that? But I'm telling you about time wasting.
Yeah, those guys are
Roman
normally
Catholic,
strict with time.
I've attended Roman Catholic. They said it's 1 hour. We contributed once or twice. They will tell us amount we contributed. Go to this Pentecostal church.
Hey.
Fundraising.
Usher contribution, deacon contribution, you used to do in
Pastor's
contribution.
contribution.
Gee,
Pastor's
people
contribution.
started to stand up. They be prayed for.
Yeah.
They finish. Oh my
If
lord.
you want to make it this year, contribute 1,000 shillings.
Oh yes.
Eh.
If you want your business to go well.
Yeah, those things get me bored of Pentecostal church because it looks like it's a money grab. You understand? It looks like it's a
No,
money grab.
Robin, have you been to a church? They're like at TSG. Today we're selling pineapples.
Oh,
the
yeah.
highest bidder at
I've not
pineapple.
been to that.
In Shags,
church.
I've
What?
been to one.
This-
In my Shags.
I don't mind that, but they do too much. Ati, today pineapple going for 1,000. Someone else is like 1,500. Like
Yeah.
it's a bid for
They're
like
literally bidding.
yeah.
It's like a fundraising for church, and they have to bid on, you know.
So the person who fundraised most look like the boss there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The ogre.
I don't like the way. I don't know if it happens to your churches and stuff. I don't like the way people are like in your church, and there's this specific person who normally contributes a lot or has tubes.
Yeah.
You know, it gives a vibe that you guys are worshiping. Like not
True, I get your point.
Get
yeah.
my point.
Yeah, they're
Do you
like
know
they're
what-
worshiping.
giving
Do you
superior
know-
vibes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Do you know what the pastor says about that? They tell you there's hierarchy in heaven. Because the Bible can easily. That's what I'm saying about being manipulated. I've been to a church that they told the Congress that they shouldn't contribute coin
Oh
because
yeah.
it's destroying the envelope.
I've even heard of
What?
and but they are famous that you guys know it. I'll tell you about it later. They say there's no contributing below 500 bob. Oh yeah, you don't know it?
This one they
No.
told. I was there.
tell you about
Even
it
though,
later.
let me tell you one thing. That's why I stopped going to that church. I contributed notes or M-Pesa. But because the way they said, because even though the Bible said, let all come to me. You understand? Now you are telling people not to contribute a coin.
Less than
You
know?
understand? Because it will spoil the envelope. You
So
see,
let
that's
me ask you
discrimination.
guys this question. Do you remember the COVID time? The churches were not operating because of COVID. So what was your take on people doing this thing online? Like you see, people are putting their churches online. People are at home.
That's
Like-
that's a special moment. Every organization then was doing that. So that
You don't think it's a money grabbing scheme?
no. To me,
online.
If you-
Oh, so you have to send your offering after the
if
service.
it's
Yeah,
what
like
you
just
do on
doing-
Sunday
yeah.
and you can't go there, you are holding a congregation. If it's, that's what you believe in, that's now to me it's not a money grabbing stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Because any church I go to that they take more than offering and seed. You know,
What
there are
is
people.
seed?
Planting a seed.
That's people who believe in 10%. If
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
tithe.
yeah, tithe. It's also called a seed. So those are people. Those two. If you ask about those two, if you have above those two, now to me you are making it because there's tithe in the Bible. It's left for me to say I believe in it or not. There are people who believe in paying their tithes to the less needy because that's what is it for. Normally, you understand. That's why the government even though take tax from us. The tax is for us to help the people who are below us. You understand, so that the society won't look to like.
for me,
you understand.
For me, I think I would support. You see that this online Bible study classes, you know, Bible study. I support Bible study, like the online, the virtual ones. That one I support, but the other one, you're talking about money making schemes.
Now, I was just asking during the COVID era, did you think that was a money making scheme?
No,
which
no,
you
no, no.
like? which you say
Unless
no?
they are using advantage to take advantage of people. But if you go to church on Sunday, you usually contribute offering. Your normal offering you contributed because you couldn't meet because of the disease. That is I understand that because you know, during COVID, we are giving a lot of misinformation. Like, we don't know, maybe the mask really work or something. There are people who are saying the COVID is giving people heart attack or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? You understand where I'm coming from?
I think the issue is persuading the congregants to give the offering, like persuading them literally, like they have to. You see, there's this one for like, if you have, it's okay. If you don't have, it's okay. But now there's this one for like, you have to.
I understand that. And I believe in when you go to church, you make offering also, because the church also, they are running on money. It's not like in the olden days. They pay for electricity.
Everything.
The people who come and play music for you to enjoy, to dance and do they have been taking money. The ushers have money. The pastors have to be paid. You understand? I understand all that. That's why I don't go against contribution.
Offering is where the offering comes in.
Yeah. That's why I don't go against that.
And people need to understand that.
So that's why I don't go against that, because when people say I work for God, they are still working for themselves.
But what if I don't have money and I've gone to church just to
now,
seek God?
According to the Bible, you have no right to contribute. You only give when you have. You understand? Because the Bible will never let you to go and steal. All these fake prophets are the ones just saying we have to do this by force. Do you know, when I know that people are playing games with me, is when they said, we just need 10 people to contribute 1 million shillings.
True. Yeah.
And they'll multiply in days. God doesn't work.
You know, I've been to this church. It was like a upcoming church. A friend had invited me for their service. So I went. And apparently, when it's offering time, you have to go up front. You have to go to the pulpit. You know? So that the one who is sitting down, the pastor will see the one who's sitting down who has not gone there to contribute. You know, and then he literally ask you.
Somebody.
Yeah, that's not right.
Somebody, yeah.
That's not
if
right.
I go to church like that, I won't stand up. Even
Imagine
though I have
people
that money
were
in my
queuing,
pocket.
queuing to the pulpit to put their contribution in some baskets.
Do you know why they did that? Like a moment of shame.
Yeah, and then the church
no
is small, so you'll see the person who has not contributed, and that's not.
Now,
okay.
if I'm in that type of church, the way I was raised, I won't stand up.
Imagine I didn't like it.
I want to be the only person you people think.
I didn't like it.
Kichwa ngumu.
Yeah, I don't care. Because if it was a normal thing that people are just dancing around, I would do that.
The normal.
But now you try to shame me.
Imagine.
I have no shame. I'm shameless. I will sit down and look at you guys like I don't know anything. Yeah, I won't contribute to a kobo.
What? A kobo?
Yeah. Or shilingi. Or I won't contribute to shilingi. Yeah, you won't get anything from me. And on, let's say, these other people who are social media pastors, or you haven't seen one before.
I have.
They don't have a congress.
They preach on
maybe they are failed
socials,
scammers and
yeah,
stuff.
I have.
Now they become a pastor, started scamming people. That's why I said people are sheep. I'm not sheep like a lamb.
Sheep.
When you guys were watching.
Condor, yeah.
To emphasize condor,
okay, condor,
guys.
yeah. People are condor.
I don't think it's sheep.
Yeah.
That's why I was arguing that time.
It's just a pronunciation.
It's okay. I got you.
People are condor because they are people. No matter how intelligent they are, they just need somebody to lead them. So if you are charismatic enough, that's the problem we have in Africa. We choose leader on charisma, not on values. You see what I'm saying? So it happens also in religion. You understand? I don't see that my decision. It looks nice. It looks this. Is it the niceness that will provide this thing? We can choose somebody that is a cripple to lead us. So far, he has the mental capability to do it. That's what I just. So most of the time, we choose people on charisma. You know, I can get in here. I'm talkative. I'm always giving people things. People are always behind me. Now people think I will teach everybody nice. No, you understand? There are people who add into your life better than that. So that's what.
And promises like Zakayo. You know,
King of the skies.
Yeah, Zakayo gave us promises.
One of these promises, tell us.
One of the promises, oh Lord of mercy. There's this one for, there will be internet everywhere.
No, why are you even using this time? Don't you remember during like the 2013, 2017?
Laptops.
Exactly. There'll be laptops everywhere in schools. They're still waiting for the laptops.
Yeah.
That's just politics, actually.
Zakayo jamani.
Politics is just like that. Because let me tell you, one thing about politics is when you want to tell people, when you are telling people realistic stuff, people don't believe. But when you fabricate something from the multiverse,
So you
the
have
way people
No. This king of the skies of ours, this guy has gone to like 66, 67 trips. More than have you ever heard of a president flying that much?
it's not you
Like,
guys alone.
have you listened to the problems? I swear, since this man has been on presidency, there's been a lot of issues that have raised up.
I saw this lady.
You never know. Sometimes maybe he's trying to get a connection with other countries.
I saw this
Trying 67 trips.
To bring
Not even-
What are you trying to find there? So you find here.
Not even
To
on the
bring
trip.
investment.
There was this lady online. She was crying like an old mama. She was crying, and she's from where the guy is from, like his village. And she's like, start with your own village first, before you go to the other. Like the lady was crying. She's suffering. She's going through a lot. I'm like,
See, if you can show me what you've done at least. No, plus this guy has been in power for 2 years. 2 years.
and
But-
before that,
And
she
you
was
can't
in power
even
too.
exactly, and you can't even account for
let
what
me
you've
be an
done.
advocate now. Oh, let me tell you guys honest truth. There are things that are legit criticisms, and there are things that are not. They are everywhere in the world right now. Everybody's going through hell. Let me be honest.
Yeah, but I will
with you.
never defend
Was
politicians.
or
I'm
not?
not
No. Let's
defending
stick on
anyone.
our place.
Our
We're in
own.
Kenya, right?
Yeah,
So what have you done for your country?
yeah, I understand
He can't
that. You
account
guys
for
have
that.
the right to ask that question. Me, I'm just telling you what I'm seeing globally. Everyone has is on fire right now.
Yeah.
There's no one that is not going through it. Even though the
In
country
one way
we
or
look up
another.
to, the country we look up to, they are going through hell right now. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the COVID or the war or
Let's
something
not
like
blame
that.
COVID.
No, we Africans. Let's be realistic.
Oh yeah, I have
here.
a friend who's
We'll
in UK.
depend on
He keeps
Europeans.
telling me, yeah, things are not easy. It's okay. Like might be not the same way with your own, but things are not easy. It's everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
Things are not easy.
whenever things are like this, you see that there are more billionaires. The middle class will start disappearing.
And who are these billionaires? It's the people you put in power.
Yeah. I understand that. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Even though in the US they are having the same bad issues because they are, you see the Elon Musk and everybody.
But
they are
then what
increasing.
happened with the politics? Who won? Or they're not
Oh, the
yet
debate.
to
Oh yeah, the debate here.
To me, the lady won.
Kamala Harris.
She won the debate. The dude was
Donald.
yeah, it was really not prepared for that actually.
Donald is something else, but it's okay.
I just feel like he wasn't prepared enough just because he thinks he's not in a bad way, he's a man.
Yeah.
And he's
No,
going.
not because
Or he feels like he's better than everyone in the
no,
world.
it's not because
That
he's a
too.
man.
Yeah.
It was so fixated on his political opponent Joe Biden.
Oh yeah,
lady.
than
So
the lady.
for him to shift this thinking to this lady can be able to defeat me or something, is still playing tricks on his mind. And
Also,
that will
I
be his
feel like
downfall.
he doesn't feel like the lady is competition enough because you're used to people like Joe
That's
Biden.
And because she's a
That's what
woman,
I'm
like
saying.
hey,
That too.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It will be like his downfall because in 2016, everybody thought Hillary would win it
But then Joe
landslide.
Biden,
No, it's too old.
he quit.
No, it's
No,
too old.
he's still there, but he's just
It's too old.
our brother there can't
Yeah,
even.
it's too old. And I won't lie to you, the problem with him is not because he's too old. The guy has always have speech impediment.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Since he was young, he's a stutterer. He always
Well,
he's stammers.
he always mistalk. So that's why his old age is playing with it, but he has always been like
But
that.
I like him though. Not
But
the other
no,
like.
look at
like
our
him as well.
Raila. Our Raila is old, but he can still do all
That's
that.
Africa. Africa
Our
don't crack.
Rao.
Our
Don't crack.
baba.
It doesn't crack.
Yeah.
It doesn't crack.
Anyway, enough of politics, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, religion, man.
Religion and society. I believe every religion, we used to put our societal belief in our religion. That's what I was talking about the Bible earlier. Like you see the way they are practicing Catholicism in Kenya is different from Nigeria or Uganda.
It's
Because,
different.
yeah, everybody put their religion in their practice.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's what I have in that.
But then you guys stop judging people because they don't go to church or they don't believe.
I've never done that.
I've never judged
Guys, there are
people
people
who
who
don't
are
go to
like
church.
that. Hey, in these villages out here.
Not even the villages. I have family members who are like that.
This actually the society generally. People are judging you because you're not a Christian or you don't go to church or you don't.
But I feel like that comes with also like generations. Honestly. Like
And when we are talking about judgment, it's not only the religion fanatics who do that. There are people who are atheists or who believe they are too wise for everyone, and said other people who believe in religions are delusional.
Or for us ladies, when
or
you
don't have brain. You understand?
yeah.
Me, I just believe in the higher power. You understand? Thank God that I was converted into Christianity and stuff like that. So I believe in higher power, but I'm not stupid. Nobody will come to me and tell me, this is going to be this, or I will I'll perform a miracle in front of you. So I don't believe
That's
in that.
crazy, huh? Or for this thing that there as ladies, when you're taking to your mother-in-law to see your boyfriend's mother, and she's like, "Umeokoka? Are you a Christian? I don't what? A wife who's not a Christian in my home." There are.
You as my man, why are you letting your mom talk to me like that? Like, I'm involved with you, not your mother.
Even your man is faking for the mother. Is like, I'm a Christian, and on a normal day, the nigga doesn't go to church, doesn't pray, doesn't do shit because of the mom.
It's okay. we'll be rounding up right now, and I hope you guys enjoyed our view on this episode because religion is a very sensitive thing, as you said earlier.
Yeah.
But what I will advise you guys: believe in yourself. If your parents tell you anything, check and confirm. So as we are rounding up, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Give your opinions on the comment.
Yeah. Let us know your opinion, because if you don't,
Yeah.
if
Let's
you don't
interact.
communicate with us, we won't know where we are going wrong or something like that. Make sure you share also and like also. Follow us on other social media
Socials.
like Instagram. We are on Instagram. We are on
TikTok.
TikTok. And
YouTube.
soon we will be on Spotify.
Oh
So-
yes,
can't
we're coming
wait.
soon. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm even excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure you guys you follow us, and the more you giving us view and subscribe, we will bring more.
And tell us what you've
contents.
learned too.
We will bring more contest to you. So don't be scared.
Also, give
Enjoy.
us challenges to do.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
will join the
And
challenges.
topics to talk about.
Yes,
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
So we, our favorite hosts, are signing out. So peace out.
Ciao, ciao, guys.
Bye.